Fremont generally does pretty good against us, don't they? They only have one team, right? They have one team. You guys have two teams or one?
We have two teams in our program. One's the Nebraska Warbirds, and they're playing. We had the A team after that, so that's our A team. Yeah, and then
they have different names.
They do. Yeah, it has to do with one of the coaches has like a sponsor that he kind of brings along with him. So so he's got a Squirt. Our A Squirt team is Nebraska Warbirds, and our Bantam A team is Nebraska Warbirds. But we're all part of the Fremont Ice Association. It's not like a long-term thing. It's just kind of its own deal. Yeah. It's confusing to a lot of people.
Yeah. painting these bruises, I think in October. The other night, I noticed he was putting them on the ground out. Like the whole back end's like ripped off, like a big hole. So I went to take them back and they're like, nah, there's only a 90-day warranty on them. And I'm like, it's been like a month past the 90-day, and I'm like, there's nothing we can do about it. I know. Yeah, so I buy 2 pairs of bruisers this season.
Should be a full eventful day.
All right, this is going to be game 1 of the Fremont Flyers versus your Ames Flyers. We're going to play another game later this afternoon after Bantam Black plays their Warbirds of Fremont. Looks like it's going to be Nailsmith Jansen's going to be your opening line with Moon and Alcorn as your defenders. Nah, I'll find a spot. Out to neutralize. Back in behind our goal with Nail in pursuit. Fremont passes up blue line, takes a long shot. Leander's in goal, if I forgot to say. Alcorn pinned against the boards, takes the puck, fires it up and around. Fremont keeps it in. Just skating for a shot. He tries to pull the trigger, and Smith breaks that up. Alcorn chases it into the far corner. Jansen breaks up into a sea of legs, with Jansen firing up the boards. Fremont's going to change as it comes back into their zone. We're going to come out with the Way Simonson. Leander's got it pinned under him and does not like what's happening with their player on him. I'm not sure if that was incidental or intentional, but they come out and they tap gloves. So a stop on Leander. Looks like Way Simonson trying to find my other. Bremen Battershaw, your defenders. Leanders sticks it away. Schomer up the far side, taps it for Simonson through the neutral ice. Misses, but goes back into the corner. Works it back into neutral zone with Battershaw. He sends it cross ice for Simonson, who turns it up. Taps it into the corner. We're going to have a quick defender change for the Alcorn Noonan line. Loon is in pursuit to up the near wall to our corner. It's going to be icing. Turned around. Way, Schomer, Simonson are going to come off for a line change of, looks like Kopic, Barber, and Smith. So we're doing some lineup changing. Loonan on the near board fires across ice for Kopic. It enters across the blue. I apologize. Just trying to find a spot where I'm not interfering with other people's enjoyment of the game. Fremont brings it in. Tries a wide shot. The far wall for Alcorn far corner. He's looking up ice on the boards. Fremont player loses his skate, and it is clear for Kopic. Foot pursuit. Back behind the crease. Up the near wall. Back around. I'm going to take it further down just to try and sort this out. Near wall, Smith tries to dig it out. Fremont crosses neutral ice. It's a shot. Leander gloves it down nicely. Fremont player is trying to slip loose, and Battershaw and Wickler pinned him down. Or her down, as the case may be. So we're going to be back to the Simonson, Jansen, looks like a Mangus line. Wickler, Battershaw defenders. Pucker on the far wall. Fremont trying to bring it in center. Take it around. Fine. A little pushing going on. Fremont on the near wall. And Wickler decides that that's not going to happen anymore. Fremont tries to center it. Us players get tied up. Jansen fires a very nice looking pass to Mangus. Gets turned around. Now Simonson skates it in. Around the boards. Near wall, Fremont trying to set something up with Wickler skating against. And pinches him wide, nicely played. Looks like Leander with two nice stops in a row. Third one goes wide. He was screened and still somehow picked that up and put it away. This is going to be centered for Jansen, who taps it up for Simonson. Mangus, who were actually mid-change. So it's just going to drift back into icing. We're switching for the Alcorn Brem defenders and Way Nail Barb. Schomer. Sorry. Way Nail Schomer attacked. Face off out in the near side. Noonan lifts it up and caught and put down by a Fremont player. And it is trying to force it out. Alcorn collects it. Goal front, fires it straight all the way down the ice, and it's going to be icing. Noonan knocks it. Alcorn skating it up center. Taps it back. Fremont breaks it up with a couple of bodies on him. And it's up and into the bench. Out of play. Defenders are going to be Bremen Wickware. This is going to be Garza, Barber, and Flatterline, who's had some success in the past with that speed and wanting to get into the business. Schletter peels off a Fremont player and try and get cleared. Barber skates it back behind our goal. Up the wall for Garza, but misses. Fremont trying to control center ice. Wickware preventing the attack. Turns the Fremont player around. Sends it back long. Wickware and Bremer coming off for Alcorn Noonan, looks like. Yep, Alcorn Noonan going to be your defenders. It's going to be back to Simonson, Topic, and Smith as your attack line. Face off our end, close side. Smith scrambles for it, takes it. Noonan, the Fremont player back in the ice. Alcorn, the Fremont player back in the ice. And it is turned up. Alcorn, who taps it nicely into neutral ice. Lumen looking long for Simonson, can't quite connect. Fremont turns around, trying to get a step on Alcorn, and that's not happening. Alcorn turns around, sends it back. It's going to look long. Chase is able to break up a Fremont player trying to sneak around the outside and use that longer stride to prevent it. Alcorn's going to come off. Going to change up the defenders. Will Smith, Simonson, Kopic are your attackers. Brem. Fremont player comes in, bounce one. Leander takes one off the mask, which is still a save. Kopic and a Fremont player far side. Fremont trying to turn around, put it back behind our goal with Bren in pursuit. Battershell guarding. Kopic collects, turns it up ice and clears it into the neutral zone. Brandon scramble for it. Kopic takes and turns. Brem skates through trouble and keeps the puck moving forward. Smith clears it into their zone. Fremont players are cheering for hits against the wall and hoping that that's just a happy it's happening, not anything more brutal. Faceoff's going to come back, going to be their end, near side. If you're watching, we're trying to score to your left. Leander is defending to your right. Face-off into the corner. Fremont sends it up the wall for Lunan. He can't quite turn around. Alcorn tries to tap it away, but Fremont's there. And then Braden Mangus breaks that attack up nicely. Alcorn taps it up past the Fremont player. Ice is going to be waved off because the Fremont player waved at it as it went by. Jansen keeping them honest. Fremont trying to turn around 3-on-1 versus Alcorn, and he uses that pocket to take it. Got down and went after it. Very nicely. Jansen tries going cross ice for Mangus in our end. He takes it up in the neutral zone. Way waiting for him. Taps it forward. Way Mangus on the attack versus a whole lot of Fremont players. Now they get some help with Barber. It gets turned around and Battershell Wickware, your defenders, will pursue him. Fremont changes, so we get a moment. Sent forward for Nail, who turns it, was able to force him to neutral ice. Fremont passing it around, looking for something open. Wickler trying to prevent a wide. Fremont player picks off of us trying to clear. Wickler back in the corner. Giving him a little too much time with the puck, but this is Barber trying to clear. He gets bumped into it. He turns and backhands it in. Barber, Chomer, Nail on the attack. Wickler, Battershell defenders. Battershell turns around, takes a moment, fires it in neutral zone for Chomer. Fremont taking a moment to set up. Nail breaks that up, takes it away from 3 Fremont players. Schomer tries to turn it around, and it goes back into their end. It's going to reach their... No, doesn't reach the goalie. They pick it up. Fremont tries setting up the wall, and Wickler turns that around. Simonson on the attack. Garza. Slater. Battershell taps it back off the attack. Garza in hot pursuit. Using that speed. Real nice long pass look to Simonson, but he couldn't keep it under control. Wickler breaks it up. Garza. Menges. Simonson. Fremont trying to turn it around. They leave it for one of their players, and Simonson's there. Stop. Fremont player squeaks it in, but can't get any power behind it, and Leander traps it. He's stopped. This is going to be a face-off our end, near side. 0-0, 1:57 left in the first. Skate hard against a really good Fremont. Face-off way. Fremont gets in the corner, tries sending it. Leander pops it straight up. Far wall for Kopic. She's fighting from her knees. Way clears. Smith sends it forward to Way. And they caught us offsides, it looked like. Moon and Bremer, your defenders. Looks like Way, Smith, Kopic line. Another little change up. Some random scorpions rocking you like a hurricane. Fremont trying to bring it up this near wall. Looks like caught him off sides. Smith, Way, Kopic are your attackers. Face off, they tap it up near wall. Brem tries to get it clear to Lumen. He taps it high. Fremont knocks it down for a shot right up the middle that is intercepted by Lumen. He fires it up the far wall. Kopic has some room. Fremont player breaks it up, but definitely put them back on their heels. That puck, Battershell tried a long shot, but caught it just behind the blue. It would have been a real nice thought. Had players in for a rebound. And we're going to do a change for everybody but Leander. Nope, that's going to be the end of the first period. My mistake. 0-0 after 1. All right, we are setting up for the second period. If you're watching, Leander's going to be defending to your left, and he has defended against a whole lot of shots. Definitely in Fremont's advantage, but Leander is our advantage, and he's keeping them out. Your attackers are going to be Mangus, Barber, Jansen. The defender's going to be Alcorn, Battershot. So it's a lot of changing up in the lines. Fremont's got a guy loose on the far side, and Mangus isn't going to allow that and loses a stick in the process. Picks it back up, comes back into the play. Jansen tried setting up a play, got it picked off, but broken up. Fremont really likes trying to set up on that, what would be Leander's glove side. This is going to be a long one down the ice that their goalie has to play, so no icing. We're going to stay with Mangus, Barber, Jansen, Alcorn, and Battershaw, your defenders. They put it into our attack on the far side. Fires, knocked down by Leander. Jansen tries stopping it, sends it out. The Fremont player dives to keep it in our zone. Now it's in the corner with Alcorn in pursuit. Fremont back behind our goal. Trying to turn it around. Alcorn sees an opening and fires it up near wall. And it's icing. I think we're going to change everybody. 14:26 to play. Now the clock is running. Not sure. Faceoff's going to be our near side. It's going to be Simonson, Schomer, Nail. It looks like Wickware. I'll figure out the other defender here in a moment. Got missed wide on goal. Fremont came off that face-off hot. Leander leg pads a long shot, not a lot on it. Schomer sends it up into neutral ice. Fremont having a little more trouble forcing it in and not getting quite the passing and plays that they want. This is fired out into neutral ice, and Fremont has to turn it around with Nail in pursuit. Far wall, Wickware. He taps it up. Simonson in pursuit tries to get a corner on Fremont. Can't quite get a corner. This is Lumen and Wickware, your defenders, with a Fremont player in the hot pursuit. Back to neutral ice. Fremont player hits it the exact wrong way off of Schomer's body. Backing around. Wickware skates it forward into neutral ice. Inside out, Nail. Looks like Lumen chasing back in behind our goal. A Fremont player has an easy skate in, and Leander stops him butt cold. Another easy lane given to them, unfortunately, but they miss. Oh, Flyers. Our Flyers, not their Flyers. Tapped up forward. Their goalie's going to have to play it while we do everybody change. Fremont coming to set up. This is going to be Way. Garza. Wide shot, blocker down by Leander. Alcorn, Schlatter, Brem. I'm trying to sort out who's who with the line changes, but we are fighting it on the back wall. And ref's call. Looks like a cross check.
Somebody cross check. Cross check.
And this will be the first penalty of the game, first power play for your Flyers. There's a Fremont player would win. Face off their end will be Way, Barber, Smith, Alcorn, Noonan is your defenders. So your power play will be Way, Barber, Smith. Puck drop. Smith turns. Their goalie has to leg cut it away. Way in pursuit. Sends one off the sidebar. Smith tries picking up. Weber is there for Smith Cruz. Nice combination. Way had bounced one off the side of the goal. Smith fished it out and backhanded it right to a waiting Way who put it away. And that was teamwork. Okay, so we've changed up for Smith, Barber, Kopic are your attackers. And looks like you caught them off sides. Ronan and Brem are going to be your defenders. Face off neutral ice. We scored that. It's 10:35 left in the second. Patience and persistence paid off. Lunan picks up, has a seam, skates into a couple of Fremont players, but at least puts them on the back foot. Smith pursuit the far side. Alcorn taps, Brem taps it back the other way. Fremont trying to skate it out up the far wall. Lunan has one in pursuit. Skates it back behind the net, fires it around up the boards where Fremont's waiting for it. Fremont player tried clearing it with one of ours in pursuit. It got out, got back in, so offsides, but a good hustle. We're going to trade up for the Menges Simonson, looks like Jansen line with Battershell Alcorn as your defenders. Face off to the wall. Alcorn puts it up. Sent further on by Jansen. Fremont turns, fires it back to our end. One in pursuit. Centered up to neutralize for Menges. He tries to tap at center for Simonson. Takes away from a Fremont player. His shot's deflected high. Good look by Jansen trying to find Menges goal front. Alcorn with an extra hustle keeping it back in their zone on the attack. Menges takes it behind the goal. Around the far wall for Jansen. He's got Simonson goal front waiting for him, but Fremont takes it away. Battershell pursuing it toward Leander, who covers with one Fremont player in pursuit. We're going to change everybody, as is, looks like Fremont. Face-off's going to be our end. Far side with 8 minutes left running, clock second period. Hudson Way is going to take face-off. Looks like it's going to be Schomer Nail with Lunan Wickware as defenders. Across the goal mouth. Lunan fighting for it. Fremont taps it back. And Lunan gets a good clear. Sticking with it. Fremont player sees one of their far side. Hudson Way takes it, turns it around. Skating hard for the corner. Pursuing. 4 Fremont players and 1 Hudson Way, and he had his stick on it for a moment. Nail. Lunan up the near wall for Nail, who centers for Hudson. Can't quite connect. The Fremont player taps it away. Fremont's turning around with speed, trying to get past Lunan. Raises his hands up awful high without a ref call. Fremont fires it into the ref's legs. And we clear. Hudson in pursuit. Schomer, Way, battling in neutral ice. We can really get a good thing going. Fremont fires wide and does a quick change. Fremont's trying up the near wall. Skates in hard. Broken up. Barber tries blocking away a shot. Fremont's got two players behind the net, and that slow posted in behind, and I think it actually hit Leander's leg pad, and that might have been a no see him. Not sure how that sprang free, and it was slow enough and low enough that nobody saw it. 1-1 with under 5:50 left in the second. Our faceoff is going to be later Barber Garza, and he fires it in with Alcorn and Brem are your defenders. Alcorn tries firing it, comes off a Fremont player and turned around. Brem fires it up the far wall. Fremont tries to turn it. Brem tries to fire up the far wall again. Fremont turns it around. Off the ref again. Back behind our goal with Alcorn following. He's able to send it up and clear it and all the way to their end. Coronation. We're going to keep the Alcorn Brem defenders, but trade out for Topic Simonson. Fired long, icing off the faceoff. All right, so that faceoff's going to come back. RN, 4:15 left in the second, tied 1-1. Alcorn skates faceoff, fires at neutral ice for Fremont. Kopic tangles him up, and it comes loose for Kopic with a shot of her own making. She said Simonson returned to her, just couldn't get through all the legs. Graham fires it long and wide. Miss. Simonson centers off the side of the goal. For instance, along the there has to glove it down. That was a nice little flurry by Your Aim's Flyers to put some even out that shot counter. Under 3:30 in the second, tied 1-1. We're going to change. Battershell, Lumen are your defenders. Simonson, Smith, Kopic are your attackers. Full strength. I forgot to say that penalty lapsed. Kopic tangled in the corner with a Fremont player. Tangled with two Fremont players. Lumen gets the puck clear, and they try and get it to center. Battershell sees Kopic far wall. And turn around. Lunen looking for his player to come back on side. And it's turned. Puck gets loose and goes to RN. Icing's waved off. Battershell looking cross ice for an oncoming Jansen as we do a quick line change for the Way Mengus Jansen line. Way sees Jansen, can't quite reach it. Lumen sees it long, fires into a Fremont player. And they force it up the ice. And they're going to do a change. That's poking it forward up the wall for Mengus. It is center ice and loose. Into some bodies. Mengus tangling with two players. Way takes it away. He's skating. He's skating it hard, looking. Henson way. Somehow he saw Jansen coming at the far post, drew that goal, and two defenders in, and they still put it in the back of the net. That is practice paying off. That one I'm going to keep. That was a backhand pass across the goal mouth through two defenders, and Jansen put it away for him. Under 120 with 2-1 in the second. We're changing up for the Schomer Barber, I think that's Nail line, with Alcorn and Wickware as your defenders. Fremont player skates loose, and it is sticked away by Leander. He was a one-on-none, and he still was able to tap it away into the corner. Tangling in the corner. Little leaning on. Nail picks it up far wall. He centers for Barber, who's got Schomer. It's 2-on-2. He just can't get it through the Fremont player's skates. A real good tangle. All right, we got a coming back the other way with speed. He's trying to get around Alcorn. He fires it wide. Alcorn using his body to separate the player from the puck. Alcorn taps it up center for Barber. Turned around by Fremont. We're in the last 10 seconds of period 2, up 2-1. Flyers player ends up down, but not out. And they're able to center to pull up kneeling player right in front of Leander and put it home. Well designed.
Push it to the limit. Top down, faded windows tinted. Push it with it, push it to the limit. Push it with it, push it. Winning so much that it's
Simonson, Schlater, Garza. Another new look for this line. Puck drop. Schlater taps it forward for Simonson. Does a little stick work, and he skates between two Fremont Flyers, but can't keep a hold of it. Fremont trying to turn it around and beat Lunan with speed, and can't get free of Brem and Lunan's defense, and they lose the puck and we turn it around. They fire it up the far wall. We fire it in the neutral ice, but the only person there is Fremont. Simonson near wall, gets it back in and across the blue line. Two Fremont players break it free for a Fremont player. Elliott knocks it down with his glove. It's out to the blue line. Fremont setting up for another red shot. It's wide left. Comes up the near wall for Garza. Fremont skates away with it. A lot of stick work, and no one left at home to stop that player. Leander got a glove save and got saved by the post as well. Let's go, Mike. 10:37. Goalie's best friend, the post. Looks like Smith, Way. Fremont player skates it. Alcorn tries to break it up. Battershell on the far side. They've definitely been camping out on Leander. And when we leave them alone, they put it in the net, which is what it's designed to do. Kopic takes it far wall, tries to get it forward. It's taken away. Fremont player needs a handle on it with Alcorn's stick lift. It's center ice for Smith. Way. Kopic line. And some amazing defense by Battershell, using his body to break up a play. Their far corner, they're back behind the net. Getting no fishing. Alcorn skates up near wall. Here he sees a seam with Way. Kopic, he fires one directly into the leg of a Fremont player, but it sounded meaty. Some tapping around, and Ray is there for the tip. We just kept putting it on net. There weren't enough of their bodies in the way, especially after Alcorn probably destroyed that poor kid. He got in the way of his slap shot. And the Batman theme, for reasons. We are switching for Jansen Barber Menges line with Wickware. Wickware sends it up the near wall. Looks like caught us offsides. So Jansen Menges Barber, your attackers. Wickware Loonan are your defenders. We're going to have a face-off center ice. Barber's going to take that. 9:20 left in the third. Wickware sends it forward up the wall for Jansen. Jansen cross ice for their far corner with Menges in pursuit. He takes away from a Fremont player and tries to get it net front for Jansen. Can't quite get there. The referee catches another one. Long icing. I think we're going to trade out Wickware for Brem. So Loon and Brem are your defenders. Jansen, Barber, Menges are your attackers. 8:56 left in the third. Fremont tries to skate it through RJ and can't. They get it to center. Loonan trying to break up a play shot. Leander stops it. Another shot. Leander kicks another one away. Keeping them clean. Leander's doing his thing. Send up the wall. Fremont's looking for a long shot, and it's gloved by Leander. We'll do an attacker change. Oh, no, we're pulling Drew Loonan as well. Alcorn in, telling Leander's doing a good job. Brems, Nails, Simonson, Kilmer. Puck drop, our end. They're trying to tap it around. They try and get it center, but Brem read that one and sent it to neutral ice. Fremont has to turn it around. Takes a long shot. It's legged by Leander. Legged again by Leander. Before it's forced into the corner. Brem in combat. Simonson tries taking it away. It's up the near wall for Nail. Still trying to force it up. It's into the corner where a Fremont player catches it and places it. It's fired. Leander with a stop. Far side. Schomer Taps it further up the wall. It's heading long and icing. 7:41 left in the third, tied 2-2. Leander just had a real hot series, but he stopped everything coming his way, and there was hot coming. We're going to go Alcorn as your defender. Garza will be way Slater on your attackers. Fremont tries bringing it in. Looks to center, and it is broken up nicely. That's a heads-up defense. It's fired long. That was Battershell, who stayed home for his goalie, saw what they were trying to set up, read it, broke it. Alcorn, Battershell. Way, Garza. Face off on the near side. Puck was down. Alcorn tries to force it forward, and he tries to skate it forward. He's through neutral ice. He's the far side. Gets sticked away, maybe a trip, maybe not. He comes back for a good defensive play to keep Fremont from getting. So good hustle both ends by Alcorn. Fremont trying to get it clear of their zone. That's not going to happen easy with Battershell there for it. Mingus fighting for it in the wall. Schlatter fighting for it in the wall. Garza. Fremont tries for some open ice on the far side. And Newman taps it away from him. With Garza returning the rest of the way. Neutral ice. Attacking our end. Newman tries sending it up the wall for picked up by Fremont. Newman, nice little step hole, and he clears it up to neutral ice. Garza with a quick takeaway, but can't get it fully under control. Way Garza. Garza takes Fremont player, skates it, tries to skate it out and runs into some trouble. It looks like Battershell trying to send it forward. We switch for Kopic Barber Way attack line and turn Fremont around. They have to reset. They're trying to skate through. Kopic is not allowing that to happen. And they have to fire it back down the wall. Lumen picking up and a Fremont player giving him a little punctuation. Lumen steps around the Fremont player. Leander firing and Leander gloves down a shot. Got loose, but the defenders weren't giving him a lot of lane, so Leander was able to see that one coming. You got Smith. And the defenders are going to be Wickler and Alcorn. It looks like it's going to be Topic, Smith, Barber on your attack. Fire off the side of the goal. Wickler adjusting that. Not allowing it to get cleared. They try setting one up, and Barber uses his body to keep that puck from getting to Leander. Long shot, Leander collects. 5 minutes, 9 seconds left. We are up 3-2 in the third period. Alcorn talking with his goalie. They have been covering him well. Grimm, Alcorn, Smith, Barber, that looks like. Barber going forward, finds a little room, can't quite get around a whole lot of Fremont defenders who had to pinch him. Smith doing some defense work, turns it around for Kopic, who skates it in. Barber fires a follow-up from Kopic getting taken down by two Fremont players. And still gets the shot off, and it looks like that's going to cost that Fremont player. I thought there was a whole lot of tangling when Kopic couldn't get free. She left it for her partner who took a good shot. Their goalie had to do some flash the leather and take it down. So we are changing up. Looks like Lunan Alcorn, Barber Way Smith. Barber Way Smith on the face-off their end. Fremont sends it up the wall for Lunan. He tries to turn it around. Fremont player tries to scoot in. Leander knocks it down with his glove. Alcorn fires it forward, and it's going to be there on their goal, so he won't be able to get icing. With Way in pursuit. Smith in pursuit. Alcorn fires it in from Way out late. Way tries to turn the corner with it. Lunan turns around. Fremont has to use their body to keep it from continuing on. Fremont sends it forward so they can change, and it's going to be icing. 3:55, 39 seconds left on our power play. We're going to switch to the Simonson, Jansen, Menges line. Looks like Alcorn, Lunan is your defenders. Fremont forced it forward. You're on the penalty kill. Let's get on Leander. And we got to the Larry. Another shot. Took that one on nobody. And there we're able to skate in. And our defenders and Leander were able to cut off his shooting lanes. But that's forward back into neutral ice. Reset. Long shot. Leg patted away by Leander. Fremont player able to skate around a little more than I think there's the Leander has to put his roll down. 3:12 left. Teams at even strength. 3-2 Flyers. Looks like we're going to go with the Way Barber Nail line. Nail forcing it up into neutral ice for Way, who pulls it away. He's got one to beat. He beats him. And the top shelf the goalie. Takes him top shelf goalside. Makes it look like nothing. Even rocked the water bottle. The ultimate insult for a goalie. Blows his water bottle out of the top of the net. That's a hat trick. That's 4-2 with just under 3 minutes left. We're going to pull away. Or not. Way Barber nailed. Jansen back to defense. Referee removing some kind of obstruction from the ice. (4-2), 2:59 left. Defense would drop Jansen back maybe to pick up a little speed because our defenders have been skating hard for a whole game. Barber's got some open, fires wide. Nail tries to poke it out. Fremont tries to turn it around. Jansen skates through two and turns it around, fires it into their end. And they have to put it up and into their bench. 2:32 left in the third. 4-2 your Flyers. Going to stay with the Barber Nail Way line on the attack. Faceoff's coming back to their end, far side. Barber's going to take it. Way is waiting right at center ice. Jansen scoops right up and top bars it. Oh my gosh, that was close. From the defenseman position. Okay, it is cleared long. Anderson's batter shell in pursuit. Tig trying to coach Leander on letting that one slide, but it's all right. He's played a hot game. 2:17 left. This is going to be Barber on the face-off. Battershell and Jansen kind of pushed forward. Jansen tangling with Fremont and another Fremont player. Battershell far wall to Nail. They try and turn it around. Nail sword fighting on the far wall. Battershell fires it into a Fremont player who fires it off the Leander's leg pad. Tapped forward. Another one. Glove down by Leander, but he can't control. Picked up by Barber, who skates it out. He sees Way coming across the blue line, coming across Central Light. He fires it long, and we get in a change. Simonson in. Alcorn and Bram are your defenders. Nail, Simonson, Smith are your attackers. Simonson forces it. Gives a little adjustment to a Fremont player who came in late on that pile up. Smith takes it away from a Fremont player in their deep corner. 1:16 left. Simonson and Smith fighting for it. Kopic skates in and almost gets a shot off. Simonson goes down in a pile with a Fremont player. Kopic takes it away and it looks like just got over the blue line for Lunan. So like 1 minute. Under a minute left. Up 4-2 here in the third. We're going to stay with the Smith, Simonson, Kopic line. Alcorn, Lunan defenders. Leander in goal, of course, and standing tall. Fremont skates. Tries to make the wall with Lunan in pursuit. He won't let him turn the corner on that. Then he takes his puck away. Alcorn watching his play on that side. They try leaving one for up center. Smith taps it long, 40 seconds left. And that's going to be icing. You're going to change in Schomer, Schneider, Garza. Alcorn and Leander conversing. They've been watching each other's back. Leander standing very tall. Wyatt Garza takes the face-off. Fremont tries to skate it out to get something set up. But Schlater and Garza aren't letting it happen. Schlater tries to skate forward and gets held on to. They fire it back around behind our net. It looks like Schomer's going to pick it up. Tries to get it clear. Newman sees there's a problem. Skates in. Tries to send it around the boards. Garza comes in wide. He holds them against the car wall. Noonan sees he's about to spin in front of his own net, stops, fires away, and that's game. 3-2 Flyers in a hard-fought battle.